every day, one by one, I'm gonna try every recipe of Laura, starting from the very beginning. Come, join me on my challenge. Let's go! Hi everyone! My name is Ruta and welcome to the 65th day of my challenge, where I'm trying a new recipe of Laura in the kitchen every day, and I'm posting every second day, and today is one of those days. And oh my goodness, what I'm gonna try today! Red velvet cupcakes with cream cheese frosting, and trust me when I tell you, I'm as excited as a child for having some food coloring at home. I've never cooked anything with or baked with food coloring, so that's, I don't know why it's so exciting for me. And the closest thing I can think of actually is dyeing eggs in Easter, so I kind of do feel like it's Easter. Anyways, before we get into the ingredients, I want to mention one little thing. It's about the buttermilk, which is called in this recipe. Now, it happened to me before. I don't remember how many times exactly, but well, there's no such thing as buttermilk here where I live now, so I found out that you can actually substitute it with ayran, which is like a mixture of water and plain yogurt, and these lands, my friends, are plentiful with ayran, so that's really helpful for me. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to mention. So now, let's go for the ingredients and let's get started. We're gonna need 170 grams of flour, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, quarter of a teaspoon of salt, 50 grams of butter, 150 grams of sugar, 180 milliliters of buttermilk, or ayran in my case, 1 egg, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and red food coloring. And for the frosting, we're gonna need 300 grams of powdered sugar, 100 grams of cream cheese, 30 grams of butter, 1 tablespoon of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I'm gonna start by turning on my oven to preheat to 180 degrees and by lining this cupcake tin with liners. I feel like I know this part already so well. Creaming butter and sugar together. Once that's done, adding egg and vanilla extract and mixing everything until it's all well combined. Okay, and now before adding them into the wet mixture, I'm gonna quickly mix the dry ingredients together. So that's the flour and sweetened cocoa powder, baking soda, and the salt. Every time I'm thinking, next time I'm gonna put it into a bigger bowl so it's easier to make, and every single time I forget. Okay, so now I'm gonna add half of the dry ingredients as well as half of the buttermilk. Mix it in, add the remainder, and mix it in as well. But it's important not to overmix. Okay, that's perfect. And now the fun part. I'm gonna be adding the food coloring, and as I'm not sure how much I should put, I'm just gonna be adding a little at a time, mixing in until I reach this really deep red color. It's so red! Okay, at this point, I'm now wondering, should I be adding more? Laura's ones are this bright red, mine is a bit darker, but it's red already. Maybe that's how they should look like? Okay, I'm gonna risk and add a tiny bit more, but that's the last time, I promise. I'm not sure, I didn't know where to mix it. because I was adding the food coloring quite a lot, but now let's put it into the muffin liners. I thought I'm gonna show you because there's a shadow somewhere. I hope you can see. It's so red. It's so cool. So now I'm gonna take my big ice cream scoop, which will help me to divide the batter evenly among the liners. That looks so cool. Okay, so now into the oven for 18 to 22 minutes. I'm gonna check on them at 18 minutes mark and then we will see where we go from there. Oh my goodness, they look so beautiful. Okay, so this is the 18-minute mark and I'm gonna check now if they're ready. Okay, actually, they look like they are. This one. I'm confused. Should I put them for a minute more? No, actually they're ready. So now I'm gonna let them cool completely before moving to the next step. Aren't they amazing? Okay, so now as they're completely cooled down, I'm gonna make the frosting. So I'm gonna take the powdered sugar, cream cheese, butter, and vanilla extract, and I'm gonna mix them all together. I'm gonna reserve the milk for the end to see if I actually need it. I'm gonna add maybe just half and see if I need the rest. I don't want to make it too thin. I think that's actually perfect. So now I'm deciding, should I use a Ziploc bag or my piping bag? Okay, so I have decided to go with a Ziploc bag just because you're supposed to use a large, simple, round tip, and believe it or not, I have so many tips, very decorative ones, and no large, simple, plain tips. So I'm gonna put everything to a Ziploc bag, snip the end of it, and make my own. I am a bit nervous, I won't lie. Frosting is not my strong side. So what you want to do is start somewhere here. You want to see some red cupcake after all. And just swirl it towards the center. I know it sounds kind of easy. Let's see how that goes in practice. Oh my goodness! Going way better than I expected. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, it looks so perfect. But I do have quite a bit of frosting left. I think I could make like 4 or 5 cupcakes with it. And now I'm gonna put it into the fridge for 15 minutes or so that the frosting would set. I cannot wait anymore, it's so long. When I took them out of the oven, they smelled so good. Now, of course, as I had some time to wait, I started making the Italian wedding soup again. So my home actually smells onions and carrots, but I remember the smell and they look so pretty. Okay, I've been eyeing which one. This one. They will be so good. And you know, okay, let's see if I can talk. You know how when you make cupcakes and then you kind of have the plate where you put them on kind of buttery and oily because of the butter you use in the recipe? Now here, as you're using so little, it's actually as if butter-free, which is really, really cool. I know my husband will love this part of the cupcakes. They're red. I wish they would be as bright as Laura's, but still, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm totally covered in cream cheese, which is so tasty. Oh my god. I'm like over the top excited because the cupcake is so fluffy and the frosting isn't too much. I mean, you can actually feel what the cupcake, I'm not thinking, are my lips wild? Oh well, you can actually taste, and it's like you taste a little bit of cocoa, but I'm totally confused by the red color because I'm trying to think what red could be. Anyways, and the cream cheese, I know I didn't like them on, not that much, I didn't like it that much on the other cupcakes and cakes I've tried, but this one actually works really well. I just wonder, did I totally turn to a sweets lover? Anyways, these are really impressive, and as I'm having friends over, I know I will make people so happy. I really hope that you had fun. Go and check the original recipe by Laura there, and the written one is in the description box. That's a really fun cupcake. Seriously, red cupcake. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a day. Bye!